There have been several times when, after making a short film, I have said to myself, why the hell did I make this film? It's just too bizarre. Why? Why did people agree to work on this with me? And one of those films, I'm going to premiere this Friday. And it is an older film. It did go to festivals. It has been seen by a handful of people, and it has been sort of polarizing. It is a film called Chicken, and it is about a man who is dating, struggling at dating, very relatable, and we are following him on one of these dates. His date for this evening happens to be a rubber chicken. So, why did I make this movie? I think I made it initially because I thought it was funny. It was a funny concept, it was a gag. And there have been several films, usually the films afterward when I ask myself that question, why did I make this, tend to be the films of mine that have stemmed from a gag. And even though I say, why did I make this? I love these films. I think they say something. I think they're really fun and unique. And it has just led me to the topic of how to play a gag. How to play a gag as a central thesis or inspiration for a narrative. And obviously this is stylistic and it is about your storytelling choice and your style and all these things. It's personal, but I like to tell relatable stories that are accessible to all, hopefully. And how to do that with a gag, how to do that with a guy who has a date with a rubber chicken. Well, the temptation is always play the gag again. Rinse, repeat, just keep going. Anything you can think of that is just gonna be funny, weird, or strange for the gag, play it. But I don't like to do that. I think that gets very tiring. I think 30 seconds, 60 seconds tops, you can do that, and then it sort of loses its luster, that the joke becomes not funny anymore. But if you take the gag and you turn it on its head and you ask yourself, what if this was real? In the case of the chicken and the man who's dating the chicken, what if this was treated as real? Now, obviously it's not real for the rubber chicken, but this isn't the rubber chicken story. This is the man's story. So what if this was real for him? And what if this chicken, more than a gag, could become a metaphor for something greater? And what if instead of just playing the gag, we explored that instead? Find the universality in the situation with the character we're actually following, but let the gag be a fun way into that idea and allow us to sort of examine the world in a different way through this lens of a gag as metaphor.